Or haven't we? I'm running out of time. I'm getting older. I'm this age and I don't have this and that and this. Have you ever been a person to just say out loud or feel like, um, I'm running out of time. I'm getting older. I am a single woman with no man and no kids, and I'm running out of time. I'm 35 and I'm running out of time to have babies. I'm running out of time. If you are a woman who has ever said that in their lives, I want you to tune into this. What I also want you to do is like, comment if you're feeling what I'm saying, subscribe to my channel, especially, I mean, I got a lot of stuff on here, but this I'm particularly talking about Loving Life Deep, which is the Instagram right here, where I help single Black women over 30 go from helpless to hopeful in love. So today we're talking about time, because everybody feels like they're running out of time to have a baby, running out of time to find a man, running out of time to have a career and do all this, and running out of time. So here are 3 ways to make time your friend instead of your enemy. Number 1, stop thinking and saying you don't have enough time. If you keep thinking and saying that out loud, then that's exactly what it's going to be. That's how you're going to feel. That is the reality you're going to create. And what is going to be mirrored back to you is 1,000,001 ways why you're in fact running out of time. Just stop saying it. It's been a long time since I'm running out of time. That is very illusional thinking. Now I'll go into this in more depth on the page, Loving Life Deep. So follow on Instagram. But the concept of time is an illusion. It's illusional thinking. And I don't want to go over your heads with this. So we'll keep it simple. The universe, God, source, divine doesn't have any shortages. So neither do you. And it's important that you recognize that so you can start to move into an infinite flow of things, knowing that everything that you desire literally is available for you. When you actually feel that, you give yourself a chance to receive that. But you constantly saying and feeling you're running out of time because you read a meme that says if you're not married by 35, you're done. Then that's exactly the reality you're going to create. You're going to start to feel tight. You're going to feel restricted. If the universe doesn't have any shortages, neither do you. And what you resist persists. So if you resist the idea that, if you're resisting your reality, like this isn't enough, I don't have enough time, this isn't happening in my time and I'm running out of time, it's just going to keep persisting. There's so many other ways you can lean into the beauty of the personal timing of your life, which cannot be found on social media. It cannot be found on a meme. It cannot be found anywhere but within yourself. So let's together share this with a friend, like, comment if you feel me, subscribe to my page, but let's stop saying we're running out of time. Because if you keep saying it, that's exactly what's going to happen. That's the reality you're going to create. Second is forget what you know. And I kind of talked about this on my last post on Loving Life Deep Instagram page that I want you guys to go follow. But so often we use memories to inform this now moment. How can we face every day like it's new? I kind of talked about that. It's one thing on your healing journey to be aware of your childhood wounds and aware of these things. But when do we finally change our story where we're not the victim and we're coming out triumphant? I'll give you an example. I've been going through some things and I had some static with a business partner. We're going through the things and I started to think in my mind, why does this always happen? Why is this like that? And instead of going to what has always happened or how I'm always having to get out of this or that, I changed that because everything that I've been doing has brought me to this space now, which means it's nothing but triumph and fertile ground. I've evolved. So what's happening right now is no mirror reflection of the past. If I keep responding and correlating everything to the past, I'm going to get the results of the past. And we're creating a new, and we're moving forward in new energy, new love, new life, and new results. So therefore I was like, how do I change this narrative and literally never bring it up in this way again? And so that's what I did, and that's what I'm doing. So sometimes we got to forget what we know. It's not, when it comes to dating with these men, it's not, I always find men like this, or these guys are always. We got to watch our words and the energy behind them. I don't think in this society we give men enough credit for their intuition, because they can feel it too. They know when you feel some kind of way, like, oh, here it goes, these men always, or always, whatever it's going to be. So it's up to us as women to clear that vibration and make space for something new. And let our words and actions move accordingly. You know what I'm saying? So forget what you know. There's no memories that are going to inform this moment. All you have is now. I wrote down a quote. Do not dwell in the past. Do not dream of the future. Concentrate the mind on the present moment. And that's a Buddha quote. And that's pretty real. Self-explanatory, right? The third way to make time your friend and not your enemy is be careful how you set deadlines for yourself. Making deadlines for yourself also introduces fear and doubt and actually slows you down. Have patience with the unfolding of your life. And this goes contradictory to what we're taught. We're taught set goals, hit goals, set a timeline, and that may be the very thing effing you up. You're saying, I'm going to be a millionaire in 1 year. Then you're putting the pressure on the year. If something doesn't look right within 3 months, you're scared. 6 months goes by, you're trying to rearrange everything because logically to your eye, it doesn't look like you'll be able to make $1 million in a year. When in reality, you can become a millionaire overnight. Our concept of time needs a little bit of reworking. And that's why I wanted to introduce this, because we also say, I'm going to be married by 33 and I'm going to have 2 kids by 35. Sounds good, sounds cute, but what do you do when you're 32 and a half and you haven't met a good man? Is this when you start compromising and settling and grabbing up the half-assed man who, he could be my husband. You start compromising and settling because you got to be married by 33. That's the timeline you put on it. The time, the force, the fear, the scarcity, the lack. Let's work together to rework our minds around time and what it really is, how illusionary it is, how it really works, and how we can make it work for us so that we have the space, the energy, and the capacity to literally actually receive what we want. I made this quote, and one of my quotes is, you're on time because you're on God's time. When did we become smarter than divine, the creator of everything? When did what we think we know become greater than an all-knowingness? How in the flow can we really get? Because I'm telling you, once you surrender, once you release control, especially over concepts around time, you float right into what's really yours. This is why I don't really buy into the how to be more feminine. Men love bees, men. It's none of that stuff. You don't need any of that. What's for you is going to come for you in the timing best for your life. And there's so many things that we could be doing while we're single, whether you're happily single, upset with being single, or married. All of what I'm saying is relevant because you want to get this in check, and I'm with you on that, before you meet your husband, because it's not going to change when you're married. You still need to understand things are going to unfold in the time that's right, or else you're going to be stressing that man about, ain't nobody trying to hear that. You need to have your flow and your balance and your tempo ahead of time. And that's something that we could be working with in our singleness or paired up. So 3 ways to make time your friend instead of your enemy. Stop thinking and saying you don't have enough time. I'm running out of time. It's been a long time. 2, forget what you know. So often we use memories to inform the now. The now is all we have. We don't need to correlate anything from the past to the now, or else we're going to keep getting what we got. And that's not what we're doing. 3rd, be careful how you set deadlines for yourself. Making deadlines for yourself also introduces fear and doubt and often slows you down. These are 3 things that are very contradictory to our natural thinking, but we're trying to get out of natural and into supernatural in in a particular aspect so we can expand ourselves enough to actually get a bird's eye view of what's really going on. Don't let what you see out here trick you into believing you're not going to have like literally everything that you want. That's the mindset that we can hold now. And that's the mindset in the now that's going to continue to perpetuate that energy. Anyways, that's all I wanted to share. I just want you guys to kind of have a good time rethinking the concept of time and know that you're not running out of it. You know, things may not happen exactly the way you think they do, but then you got to think, where did that thought come from? Where did I need to be married by this age? Who said that? How is one blanket statement and one blanket idea enough to govern your whole individual life? We are as unique as a fingerprint. None of us have the same two fingerprints. So why would the same timeline on marriage, babies, commitment, all this, why would that apply to you? It's time for us to intuit what is really for us, because you'll be happier. You'll actually give yourself to attract a man who's done the same work, the same discipline, has the same boundaries, the same emotional intelligence and understanding about life. And you'll be less likely to settle. Oh, I got to be married by 33. And then at 32, you meet some guy that's meh, and you trying to make a husband out of him. Why? Because you set the goal to be married by 33. Don't play yourself. Because this is how we go blind and start dealing with people that, come on, right? You don't have to compromise and you don't have to settle, but you do have to surrender. So thank you guys for watching. Please follow Loving Life Deep on Instagram. If you enjoyed this little 12-minute video, like it, share with a friend, comment your thoughts. And if you're willing to rethink time with me, again, follow Loving Life Deep on Instagram. I help single Black women over 30 go from helpless. I know what it is to look at this dating pool and be like, I will never find a man. I know how easy it is to look at social media and the way people speak and all of this stuff and just be like, woo, it's slim pickings. Woo, there's piss in the dating pool. Ooh, I already know. That's why we're going to get it together. Hey, thank you. Beautiful yours. Thank you so much for tuning in. I appreciate you. What's up, sister? Wow, this is awesome. Tawny, thank you for the reminder to put y'all's comments on the screen so you can get and feel the love and share the energy with me, because I was forgetting to do that. Something told me to look at your message before I hopped on here, and I'm glad I did. I love you too. So thank you guys so much for tuning in. As I was saying, I help single Black women over 30 go from helpless to hopeful in love, because we deserve it, and hopefulness is what is going to be the driver. And it's not like, oh, I hope, but it's just, it's a knowing, it's a beingness, it's an understanding of self. It is, I was talking to my sister, talking to you around here, when we read, because you guys know, okay, let me show you with this. I have something called the sassy method, and we're gonna, get more into that. Sassy sisters, because sassy girls don't settle. But it's like, self-love and mastery, alignment, supplant spiritual wellness, and your why. We read things like, oh, men love bees, men love bishop, and I don't really think it's that. I think that sass and that bite and that fire and that men are attracted to, it's not about being more feminine. It's a woman who knows her boundaries. It's a woman that doesn't settle. It's a woman that doesn't jump off the first nice gesture. That's kind. But this is what I require. This is what I know about self. Check these guys out. See what he's talking about. Look at his consistency. You're not thirsty. You're not desperate. You're not old. You're not too late. You're right on time. So act like it. Have enough self-love to set healthy boundaries. If you're not ready to have sex, I don't care what people are saying about sex and freedom. You do what works for you. And you're going to feel it in your body. If you're feeling nervous and tight and whatever, but you're not ready, and that's okay. And that's a great way to vet the man and see how he handles that. Can he sit on the couch with you all night and watch a movie without pressing when you just made it clear, like, this is not where you're ready to go? If he can't do that, move on. This has nothing to do with being a bee or being sassy or spicy. This is a woman who knows what she wants and knows that it's available to get. I don't care what it looks like out there. You gon' listen. Y'all about to get me started, but I'm hungry. I'm about to go have some dinner. I'm so glad that I was able to hop on here with you guys. I have some chats coming up. So next week, I'm going to have a chat with one of my girls, Keandra, and she's going to come on here and we're going to discuss Black women and the things that we go through in the workplace and how to balance what we feel like we need to show up as in our work life with being with our totality of our womanhood, and how to not how do I say, the way we function in our work life can sometimes put us on defense, because you know what we go through. We go through things that make us feel like we have to protect ourselves. Then we take that same energy and apply it to men. We're going to talk about the mindset to have and how to approach all of these situations, get what you want, hold your frame, and end up on top, because we've all been through a lot. So you guys keep tuning in. I'm going to do some great chats, and we're just going to keep aligning, you know. I love you so much. Thank you. Don't forget to follow Loving Life Deep on Instagram. If you found value in this, please like the video and get my little Instagram game up. Thank you guys for your comments. Share with a friend. Y'all know how we do. We be on the phone talking about these guys. We be on the phone like, girl. So if you hear something that you know would help somebody, go on and forward this video. Okay? And tell them to follow Loving Life Deep too. Thank you guys so much. You've been the best audience. I'm so glad I got a chance to come here today. And until next time, stay sassy. Peace.